can bring you in warm, or I can bring you in cold.
We have you 4-1.
I like those odds.
How's it going, guys? It's Mythos Boba, and yes, look who we have got here. It's Mythos Boba himself. Let's get him out of the box, but guys, don't get too excited. As you've probably seen by the title and the thumbnail, I'm going to have to do a body swap on this guy, and check it out. He's going to need some fixing as well. His foot can't even stay on, bro. But that is just the start of the problems with this guy. So yeah, first issue with this guy. Now this foot doesn't stay on because this thing inside here is actually snapped, and this is the picture I sent to the guy who sold me it, and he's like, oh, it wasn't sent like that, mate. And he's like, oh, have you got any blue tack? Just stick it back on. Oh my god. So I was going to show you the foot actually popping off because it pops off, but as you can see there, the joint of the foot is actually stuck in the boot, and just after I press stop here, it actually popped out and it flew behind all of my desks and stuff, and I just can't get it. But like, what's the point anyway? It just pops off. And this is the video I actually sent the guy when I unboxed it at first, and he's like, yeah, it never did that for me. Come on, bro, stop talking out of your ass. Of course it did it for you. What's that just happened now? And yep, as you've seen here, guys, like I said, the foot problem is not the only problem. The guy himself has tried to do a body swap on the original Mythos Boba to get rid of the sideshow body, and let's be honest, he's obviously not a customizer. What the fuck has he done to this guy? Absolute bodge. This here is snapped, the glue's ripped off, so I'm going to have to fix that piece. This piece, you know, the third wire thing here, that's missing. It just fell off when I got out of the box. There's a button here missing, but no, apparently it was mint when he sent it. So yeah, I'm going to have to do a body swap, and you can check out this body on another video I've done, guys. And what I thought was funny is the guy wanted me to pay friends and family, but I took it up off my own ass to pay fees, and I thought, I'm going to do a PayPal claim and just get my money back. But I thought the way this guy's arguing on with me, asking if I've got a Dremel to fix it, use blue tack and stuff like that, I thought, I can't even be bothered. And obviously, see here, the sideshow boots, because they're smashed, won't fit. I've had to buy Hot Toys boots. So yeah, let's get on with this body swap, and let's take apart Mythos Boba. And if you've seen my other videos, my dudes, you know I make a little pile here for that side of the goods. So his gauntlet over there, his hand on the left pile here, for his right even, that on the same pile, and yeah, let's just start taking him apart, my guys. Got to be careful with that because, like I say, it's freaking snapped. Nice one, guy. I'll have to fix that later on. Just put that over to the side for now. Oh my god, that snapped as well. That just literally popped off, like no effort at all. God, well, I'll save those for a rainy day. This has actually just ripped off as I've tried to pull it off as well. Oh, does anything else want to go wrong with this guy? I can't believe this guy has sold this. Wow. So right pile there. Oh, be careful, my dudes. My tool fell out there. I forgot about those, so get rid of those tools out of there. Just keep them to the side. So yeah, let's just take this knife piece off. And obviously, like I said, that is just bloody ripped, so I'm going to have to fix that later. His knee armour there. His knee armour in the other pile. Now this is a pretty cool thing. I didn't know this was on here, but an actual real little clip on the camera. I thought that was really cool. It was quite tough to get off, but yeah, that looks awesome. I just have to be careful with this piece, my dudes, because it's actually glued onto the flight suit. But just carefully popping it over his arms, leaving that armour attached to the flight suit. That looks awesome. These pieces of here as well are actually ripped as well. Oh, I don't know if that's just over time or when he was customizing it. Now that piece is wire. I thought it was just going to be like a rope. It's actually wire, so that's pretty cool. Obviously you can just squash it around his body. That'll look pretty badass. Good job. This piece here is not coming over his bum. No way. So just have to release this part here. There we go. We can slide it off his ass. Being careful because the other side's still attached. There we go. Obviously I'll just have to clip that piece back together later. I'm not sure if it's just going to clip together or we'll need gluing. Stick that over there. Now as you can see, when the guys attempted to do a body swap, he's actually fitted the Mandalorian fat suit on there, which I think is actually quite a good idea. It does give Boba a bit more, you know, muscle. But as you can see, guys, the freaking guy didn't even sew up the back. I mean, come on, bro. Some people just need to stay away from customizing. He's made an absolute bodge of this Boba, hasn't he? But it's up to me to fix him. He's mine now. Let's get this off and check out this body. It's just so bad. I think it was a Batman body, Hot Toys actual body, but it's just so flimsy. And the guy sold me it on like, oh, this has got a Hot Toys body replacement. So I was like, cool, because if I got a Mythos Boba, I was going to do that myself. He's made an absolute bodge of it. Obviously, he's put the sideshow feet in there. That one's glued in okay. It won't come out, but what the hell? The other one wasn't even glued in. I mean, guy, just why? Why? Stay away from customizing. Now, as you can see here, I started putting Boba back together. I popped the feet on as well, but everything is quite loose now, without the fat suit, I mean, because I'm not sure if these elastic pieces have been stretched with the fat suit on. So I'm going to have to put the fat suit back on, and I think that will actually be better anyway, because, like I say, it'll give them just a bit more chunkiness and make things fit better. And also, as you can see, guys, I'm going to do a proper job and not just leave it open. I'm going to sew this back up because that'll be much better. There we go, in light speed. Boom, finished. Now that's looking okay. Flight suit back on my dude's legs first, and then once they're on, you just need to be careful of the zip. Pop the arms back, slide the arms on, boom. There we go. Once it gets around the shoulders, you need to just be careful with the shoulders. It's quite tight up there now with the fat suit. There we go. So yeah, this piece doesn't click in anymore, so I'm going to have to actually glue it. And this is the glue I use, my dudes, Gorilla Glue Gel. You have to look for the gel one, I think. That's super awesome. So just a tiny little dab on there, and then just pop that back together. And guys, this is super, super strong stuff. Literally just hold it for a second and boom, it's done. So let's get fitting the armor. Knee pad, knee pad. And then these Hot Toys boots were actually super tough to get on, so I'm putting all of my weight on it to, boom, pop them in there. So you know they're not going anywhere now, my dudes. Pop this one on. Boom, Jesus, they were tough to get on. Very nice and tight, but still the move good. Time to just fit these little pieces over the boots just to finish the look off. I'm not sure what them pieces are called. Is it spats? For some reason spats is in my head. That might not be right. I don't know. But they're just velcroed on. Get them nice and tight around the top of his boots. There we go, he's looking good now. They can move well. Like I said, this piece here actually broke, so I'm going to have to do some gluing there as well to fit it back on, but that's not looking too bad now. I've just glued it in place. There we go, my dudes. Knife is back on his boot. I love that detail on the Mythos Boba. Very nice. Gauntlet sliding on, and now that the fat suit's back on, that's nice and tight. And the good thing about this body, as you can see, the hands just pop straight on, boom. Sideshow hands and Hot Toys hands fit straight on, but as you can see earlier in the video, the Hot Toys boots fit on this body, not the Sideshow. So they're nice and tight on there. Boom, sorted. Oh, where's his arm positioned? So yeah, guys, when I've got to this piece, I've realised I think it was maybe cut and glued when the guy customised it before, and I'm going to have to do the same. There's not any way to fix those back together without gluing them. So just another bit of Gorilla Glue on there, bosh, and they are done, and they're not going anywhere. Hold them down for a second. All done and looking awesome. Now this piece here as well, I've also just figured out is snapped. Come on, bro. So another piece of glue on there just to hold that piece back down. I mean, God, anything else want to go wrong with my Mythos Boba? Whoever glued these before, you need sacking. Really bad job. Now I've just gone to fit the armour back on, and I've realised that it does actually have to be glued onto the little jacket piece over the flight suit, because the armour's actually quite loose now and pops up. As you can see, it's quite loose here. But I'll make a better job of gluing it than that guy did, of course. And once I glued all that in place, I've realised I forgot to put his neck piece in, so I'm just going to work that piece in there, which is quite easy with this small flathead screwdriver. That's nice now. And Boba's looking back to Boba now. He's looking good. I'm getting quite pleased with this build now. Obviously at the start I was super disappointed, but yeah, I'm getting quite happy with this now. He's looking good. Let's just get this helmet out of there. Oh, I need that piece on there, so just fit that on there. Now Boba's helmet can get back on in place, and boom, Boba Fett is back. There we go. Nice neck and head articulation now. Alright guys, now on to Mythos Boba's soft goods. Now this camera doesn't actually have any wire in there, and the wire that's in the cape is quite bad as well, so you know, it's not really great for posing. So I'm going to start off on this camera, and the wire just on the ends. You don't want this sharp edge pointing out because it might stick through the fabric, so just with some pliers I'm going to curl that over and then flatten it off just so it's a nice smooth edge or end. And just to open the hole, just to fit my wire in, I just use a pin. It's more strong, and there we go. Now I can easily just slide the wire in the end through the hole I've made with my pin end. Once that's at the very end of the seam there, guys, we need to just chop off the other end, and then we can bend that piece over as well, make it flat so it's a nice smooth end again. Like I say, you don't want any sharp edges, and then we can just push that back into the fabric. And usually on something like this, if you have seen my Etsy, I would maybe sew the end up, but just on something like this, I'm just going to glue the ends because it's just nice and easy to glue them in place, and there's no big deal about sewing these. It's got a rough edge, so that will be totally fine. There we go, just work that in place. Now that side is all done, nice and wired with some strong thick wire. Yeah, like I said, I'm just going to glue this end just closed now. Just dab that down, and there we go, all wired both sides, and I've even done the center pieces which will be on the back of Boba. Awesome. That'll be much better for posing and photos now. Now on to his cape poncho piece, and let's just get this thin horrible little wire out of the edges, just using some pliers just to grab it and then yank it out. You can see it's super thin. I was trying to pose him just to get some photos when I first got him, and yeah, he was really bad to pose. Look at the girth. My wire I use is much better, much stronger. So yeah, the same again, guys. I'm going to curl that over and just flatten it down using the flat edge of my pliers. Just squish it just so it's nice and flat, so you can still poke it through the edge of the seam, and you know, feed it right the way along the seam, and just so obviously it's got a nice smooth edge so it doesn't poke out. So the same again, guys. I've feeded that all the way through, nice and strong now. Oops. Nice and strong. That'll be cool for some pictures. I'm just going to glue the end so that's sealed up. And then the same again, what we did with the cameras, chop the end off, round that corner, and then we can feed it in and glue it together. Once I've done that, I'll just quickly do the other side so both edges are done. And there we go, my dude's nice and strong now and sturdy with some strong wire. Alright, now that that's done, let's just fix this little belt. Remember that piece fell off and it needs gluing together. One more thing that needs gluing. God, how many times am I going to glue things, guys? So there we go. I've just fitted his cape on him and oh my god, dude, I'm hyped right now. I love this look, and that wires give him some much better movement in his cape. I'm loving that. So let's get this camera piece back on and see how he looks, and then the belt goes on top of that. So let's just clip this together. Ooh, guys, I'm excited. Let's get that back into position. And there we go, I can get the belt back on. Just center that up in place and then Velcro the back. Alright my dudes, I've just found that piece that fell off originally. Nice one. I'll have to remember to fix that. But yeah, let's get this jetpack out now just to finish off Boba's look. And what I'm going to do with this, guys, I'm going to fix it to Boba using those, but I'm going to add some magnets here. Just these small little round ones, and they are super, super powerful, guys. So try and get them apart. I think they are 6mm by 1mm. Get his head off and take off his cape just so I've got some room to play about. Now I'll just attach this and just see which piece of the jetpack is touching his back, just to be safe. So my dudes, I'm going to get 4 pieces out. Check this, dudes. Oh my goodness me, bro. These little motherfuckers are strong. So I'm just going to dab 4 dots on. Doesn't need much, because like I said, these little magnets, they're very tiny. So just a little dab, dab, dab. And then I can add the magnets onto there. Nice and easy. And it doesn't take long to go off that glue. Boom. Well, the magnets have gone closer than I wanted because I put them down here and boom, they're shot up there and attached to the other magnet, and that glue is so strong I couldn't move them, but that'll work just fine. So now I need to add some more magnets on them and then some glue on the back of those magnets, and they will be the ones that will glue to Boba's body. This just will be better to get the magnets in place on his back. So a few dabs of glue on those ones. There we go, my dudes. Just attach that on his clips and then just press that down onto his back. Make sure the magnets are touching and just hold it in place, and that glue will dry in 2 seconds. Boom, there we go, my dudes. The glue dried quick and the magnets popped straight off. Worked a treat. And check it out, very, very strong, so that jetpack's not going anywhere now. Awesome. Worked great. Not going anywhere, bro. Well, Boba, time for your dome piece. Get that helmet on there. Oh my god, guys. Mythos Boba, you are looking freaking badass. I'm super happy now, guys. And his cape, I wanted it to come over here and like under his jetpack, so I cut 2 tiny holes in there just for those clips to pop through. I absolutely love that look. Oop, his lightsaber's falling. I absolutely love how this looks, my dudes. Awesome. And as you can see, he's in a gun holding position, kind of, so we're just going to get his big blaster out. And boom, there we go, guys. Oh, Mythos Boba with his bounty. Poor Solo in his carbonite. Let's get some poses going. Well guys, that's everything. Boba is complete, and honestly thank you so much for watching, and if you're still sticking around, God, I appreciate it, because I know in this video I was ranting on quite a lot, because obviously you can tell I was super annoyed at buying a crappy Boba Fett. And come on bro, my name is Mythos Boba and I ended up buying a bad Mythos Boba, so I was really annoyed. So I appreciate you watching, my dudes. And just before we go, make sure to drop a like, and if this has helped you out or you think it can help anyone out, give that video a share, my guys. Drop a sub, and don't forget to turn on your notifications so you don't miss any upcoming videos. See you in the next one, my dudes.